I'm doing something a little crazy today that I have been thinking about for quite a few months at this point, but I never wanted to really talk about because honestly, I was a little scared of what people might think about it. It is almost 7 o'clock in the morning here in Washington, and I'm doing something a little crazy today that I have been thinking about for quite a few months at this point, but I never wanted to really talk about because honestly, I was a little scared of what people might think about it. But it's one of those things that I think is gonna be kind of obvious in upcoming videos, and so I figured I should probably just talk about it because I'm pretty sure people will maybe notice, I don't know. But today I have an appointment in the city and I am gonna be getting lip fillers. I know. Hi, kitty. I know. I'm doing this mainly because I'm curious more than anything else. This isn't like a self-conscious thing. Honestly, I don't mind my lips at all. I don't think I have too small of lips. I don't think my lips are too big. They're kind of just very medium lips. I don't feel like they need to be bigger in order to be beautiful. That's not really why I'm doing this. I'm truly doing this because I feel very curious about the process, and I honestly just really like the look of having a fuller lip, particularly one that's like more hydrated and like kissable looking. That's really the look that I'm trying to go for here. I kind of compare it to getting like changing my hair color or getting my hair highlighted or something like that, or maybe adding a piercing or something. All of those things are semi-permanent in the sense that they last for multiple months, but none of those things necessarily have to be a permanent addition if it turns out you don't like the way they look. And I feel like, honestly, the same just goes for lip fillers. Some people might not like the look of them, and that's totally fine. Kind of like a tattoo, there are some people that really like tattoos and some people that really don't like tattoos. There are some people who really like the bleach blonde look, and there are some people who really don't like that look. There are some people who really like piercings all over, and there are some people who don't like piercings at all. And this to me kind of falls in that category because it's not really like a major surgery. I'm just literally adding a little something that might be fun and I might enjoy it, or I might not. And I don't know, we're gonna see. But I figured because it is my face and I put my face on the internet a whole lot, it would eventually become apparent maybe what happened. And I just wanted to kind of be transparent about it because you guys deserve that, and it feels weird to hide it, I guess. You're just gonna come along with me. It's gonna be an adventure, it's gonna be a journey, and we're gonna see if we like it. Primarily, I wanna focus most of the filler in the center of my lips. I think it looks really good when you have like a very like heart-shaped lip, and that's hopefully what I'll be able to achieve. I'm gonna obviously kind of like, she's the expert, I'm gonna like leave most of these changes in her ballpark, so she has full reign adding or changing whatever she feels would look best, and I trust her judgment, so we're gonna, but that's kind of like the overall look that I'm kind of going for. My alarm is gonna go off in 2 minutes telling me to get out of here, so I think we should probably skedaddle. A couple other things that I should have mentioned that I didn't mention. I'm also getting something else done today. So this whole vlog, people are gonna be so not happy, I feel like, but hear me out. I'm actually gonna get a little bit of Botox in my forehead. The reason being is that, well, you probably can't tell from here. Let me get you a little closer.
when I raise my eyebrows, obviously there are lines that appear, particularly above my, like the arch of my brow. Totally fine, totally normal. However, over here, do you see this line? I have a little scar right here. One day, I decided to play rough with Noelle on our bed in Las Vegas, and I was behind her, and I did the thing you should probably never do, and I like blew in her ear a little bit, and what ended up happening was she flung her head back and got me right in the forehead, and I just like, I had a huge gash in my forehead for a little bit. It was fine, except it scarred over. The issue with it is that it happens to be right where this line occurs, and it makes it seem a lot worse than it is. And I don't know if you can really notice that right now because of the light, but I am conscious of it, and so we're going to get a little bit in the forehead, hopefully to kind of smooth things out a little bit. Again, I don't feel like I need it, quote unquote, but I think it's just a fun thing to try. The cool thing with both of these like injectables is that they don't last forever. You have to like keep up with it if you like the look of it. And so I feel like it gives me a lot of flexibility and freedom because I can decide at a later point in time if it's something that I want to keep doing or not. And I really like that flexibility. It's not like a permanent addition to my body. Yeah, so we're just gonna give it a try. I don't know, we're experimenting. Life is all about the experimentation, having a good time, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it all goes.
Okay, so this is how my face looks now. My lips are definitely a little bit stiff and they're already starting to swell. Swelling is super normal when it comes to getting lip fillers done, and so they're just a little bit bigger than they probably will be, but I actually really like it. The really cool thing about this particular instance, actually maybe I should go out here for some better light. The really cool thing about this particular nurse who did my injections, her name's Sarah. I'll leave her contact info in the description bar if you live in the Seattle area and you want to like be seen by her. But she actually did injections with a micro cannula. I'm speaking so stiffly right now, like my lips are a little sore. Instead of like doing the needle and injecting multiple different sites, she only did 3 needle pokes. One up here, and this one was the worst one. Like, it was the one that cooperated the least, which is why it's a little bit extra swollen over here. So she did a poke over here, a poke over here, and then a poke down here. And the micro cannula, how it works is it's basically like a bendy needle. Once she pokes it with the needle, she puts the micro cannula in and injects it all the way across from just that one hole, which is really nice because it's supposed to really minimize bruising and overall swelling. I mean, obviously I'm already swelling a little bit, so not completely, but I think it definitely helped a lot more than it would have been if I got standard, like I guess, I don't know, typical injections. This light is really blue now when it's really not. So yeah, oh, that's a little better. So those are my lips right now. You can definitely see swelling over here. That's where she poked that needle. So I'm not supposed to have salty food, and I'm supposed to ice it and just kind of take it easy for just a few hours, and then I can basically live my life how I normally live my life. So she gave me, check these out. There's these cute little ice packs, like tiny little things, and you just put them on your lips. So those are re-solidifying in the freezer right now. And for now, I'm actually just gonna take doctor's orders and take it really easy for now. What I really loved was just how balanced my smile looks now. I didn't have anything against my smile beforehand. Like, I loved my smile, and I can't really smile right now just because it's a little too stiff and swollen. That'll dissipate in a few days. But I did take a picture of my smile on the ferry ride home, and I'll insert that right here. But what I noticed when I smiled and I took a picture was that my lips they didn't really particularly disappear all that much before when I smiled. Like, you know, a lot of times you'll smile and you're gonna have like a lot of teeth or maybe some gums showing, and I liked my smile beforehand, but now it just feels a whole lot more balanced, and I feel like it balances my face a lot, which is really cool. She said that the swelling is probably gonna be the worst tomorrow, so I have to kind of prepare for that. I'll bring you guys along with me, of course. I'll show you guys the swelling as it happens, but right now I really like them. I am so happy with everything so far. But tomorrow, we'll check in again. The swelling's gonna be worse tomorrow, be prepared. But I'm very curious to see how it goes over the next couple of days and see how it looks. Good morning, everybody. So it is day 1 after getting my lips filled, and this is going to be what I've heard, what I've researched, what my doctor told me. This will be the peak of swelling. As you can see, I look kind of like a Muppet right now. She drinks so loud. My nurse who injected me said that after about 3 or 4 days, you're gonna start returning back to normal, but it'll take like a good 2 weeks for things to really settle in and look pretty much exactly how they're going to look. As for the Botox, I still can move my forehead. So nothing has really changed in this area at all. She said that after 3 or 4 days is when you start actually noticing those changes in your forehead and stuff. Yeah, they're definitely swollen. And you can see bruising up here and up here. The bottom bit doesn't look too bruised, which I'm rather impressed by, to be honest. Here we are. But you can see this is definitely where she poked one of those needles. And over here, this one was actually a pretty rough one when it came to stabbing and stuff. This side didn't want to cooperate nearly as much as this side. So yeah, I do have a little bit of bruising. I have swelling, particularly more swelling up here than over here. Though I will say that my top lip feels significantly more swollen and sore than my bottom lip. Actually, it doesn't feel as sore today as it did yesterday. It's just more swollen, just a little bigger. There's a face update. You want the loves? Oh, do you want the loves? Yeah. You're the best baby girl.
Hello? Oh, hey, sorry. Every time you answer the phone, I think the first hello just doesn't come through. Because I hear you answer, but then nothing is happening. So yeah, just so you're aware of that. How much room do you have in the fridge in the tractor shed? Is there like room in there for anything?
A little bit, why?
Well, my project before I come pick blackberries is I'm gonna make some eggnog, and it needs to sit in a fridge for like 4 months so we can have it for Christmas.
Okay.
It's gonna be aged eggnog. I found a recipe for it, and I'm on my way to Target right now to get some mason jars to put it in, but I might take over that fridge a little bit with the eggnog, and nobody can break into it until like Thanksgiving at least. It has to sit for like 3 months, but it's supposed to be very, very good. So yeah, I guess I was just wondering if I could take over the fridge for a little bit.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's pretty full right now, but there's room to have stuff, moving around.
Okay, cool. And then you'll get eggnog out of it, so I thought maybe you'd be down for that.
Cool.
Yeah, and then, so I'm gonna do that this afternoon, and then after I'm done with that, I'll bring it on by to drop it off in the fridge, and then I'll pick blackberries too while I'm there. Today, we're at Target, as you can see right over there. I found a recipe for aged eggnog. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big eggnog fan. When it's like November, I start drinking it, and I freaking love eggnog. It is so good, and I've never truly made it myself. I found a recipe for this aged eggnog. It's an Alton Brown recipe. I will put it in the description bar below, and it's supposed to be pretty boozy. It's supposed to be the best eggnog people have ever had, and it's aged. So the reason I'm making it now is because it has to sit in the fridge for like between 4 and 6 months is when it's like prime, like eggnog territory, I guess. People have tried it upwards of a year or 2, and apparently it just gets better with age. I only found this recipe the other day, which is why I'm doing it now in August. So I'm a little bit late. I would have preferred to do this maybe in June. However, I'm just working with what I got. And so the reason I'm at Target today is because I have to buy a few mason jars, decently large mason jars, because this recipe makes a lot of eggnog. I also have to either go to a liquor store or maybe Central Market. I'm not sure, and I have to get liquor. This recipe is insane. Hold on. You know what? I'm just gonna find it really quick. 12 large eggs, a pound of sugar, a pint of half and half, a pint of whole milk, a pint of heavy cream, a cup of Jamaican rum, a cup of cognac, a cup of bourbon, a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, plus more for serving, and a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That's what we're making today. Let's go do it.
Looking at you, looking at me. Words are fading away so easily. Oh, looking at you, looking at me. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. And the more I think, the more I'm left with. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. Why do we keep cutting each other off? Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Why do we keep cutting each other off? We are now islands. The gap between us widens. The dense silence. We left, cause we like it like that. The echoes in our bones. Muted colors, broken songs. Passive aggressive, always, cause we like it like that.
Looking at you, looking at me. Words are fading away so easily. Oh, looking at you, looking at me. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. And the more I think, the more I'm left with. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. Why do we keep cutting each other off? Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Words we never said.
The more I think, the more I'm left with.
Words we never said. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. The more I think, the more I'm left with. Words we've never said, dancing in my head. Why do we keep cutting each other off?
Alrighty, the eggnog is all made, as you can see. So I ended up filling up almost 7. This one's a little bit more empty, but 7 of these quart mason jars. So that's a pretty good amount of eggnog I got going on. It's already good right now, if a little bit strong. a little bit boozy for sure. That's supposed to mellow out. But man, that is already so good. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be like a huge hit. Now I have to clean up this mess because this, while it was amazing, made such a mess. So I have like eggnog everywhere. I have boozy, milky liquid everywhere. It's just made rather a mess. And so this is also the alcohol I ended up picking up. I really don't know much about like alcohol, like straight alcohol. I wish I did. None of these, I don't know anything about them. But I went for like mid-tier level. I didn't want to get like the fanciest, nicest stuff, and I also didn't want to get the cheapest stuff either. So I kind of went like right in the middle. I went with Noble Oak Double Oak Bourbon. So this is bourbon. I used a cup of each of these per, well, I guess it would be 2 cups each because I did a double batch. So 2 cups of bourbon, Courvoisier cognac, 2 cups of bourbon, 2 cups of cognac, and 2 cups of this Mount Gay Barbados rum. So yeah, that's why it's so boozy right now. It's just very alcoholic, but it's supposed to mellow out. I have high hopes it'll be good. I mean, it's already good now, so I think it'll be really good. For now, I have to clean up this mess I made, and then I have to run this out to my parents because they have kind of like an extra fridge, which I know is odd. A lot of people have extra fridges in their garage and stuff, just for keeping drinks cold, and so my parents have something like that. So I'm gonna put these in there because I don't have the space in my fridge to keep this many bottles of eggnog cold for months and months on end. Hello.
Hello.
Blake, you...
How this is gonna look?
It's gonna look so good. What are you talking about?
Well, it's gonna be a camera into a camera screen, or a phone screen.
Blake, we have done this a million times before. Are you like totally blanking on all the other deployments we've had? Hold on, I gotta switch hands really quick. It's just an awkward angle. There we go. Much better. Much better.
Yeah?
Yeah. But it's not cute for me. I'm gonna hold you up. There we go. Better.
I think it's fine.
Better. No, this is so much better. Now I look like I'm actually...
It's way better. I'm gonna do it like this.
Blake, if you do that, you're gonna need Botox in your forehead.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm making a joke. It's a joke. Do I have all the pets coming to sit with me? Oh, Noelle's sitting on my lap. And the cat is chilling here as well. All right, I guess this is how we're doing today's video. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. As you can see, I have been filming things this week for the vlog in a style that is a little bit different. Instead of trying to make sure I vlog almost the entire day, one day, to have one day's worth of vlog footage, I wanted to see what it would be like if I condensed all of the footage that I got throughout the week into one big vlog. I just wanted to experiment and see kind of how it went. So the cool thing about this vlog was that the footage that you saw was footage that I truly wanted to include in the video and I was happy with and I really liked. Or it was vital to the story or whatever. Okay, Noelle has decided I'm not interesting enough for her. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to experiment with the vlog style a little bit this week just to see how it would go, how it would feel. And I also wanted to know
what you guys thought of it. Was it something that you enjoyed, or was it not really like your style? Give me all the feedback you have in the comments down below, because I'm really curious. And also because it was such a huge part of this vlog, I thought that I would give you guys a little bit of a lip update and a Botox update. It's been, let's see, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days since I got lip injections and also Botox in my forehead. I've been an extra hermit this week, which is why you haven't really seen other humans in my life this week, because I didn't want to go out and with just jumbo lips. And so I really didn't. I stuck around the house a lot this week. I walked Noelle, you know, every day, so that was normal, but I definitely tried to avoid interactions with everybody. I did see my parents to check in with them and see how they were doing, and they didn't say anything. And they would have too. If they noticed, they would have said something. I know them. So them not saying anything kind of made me realize how normal it looked. It didn't look like crazy inflated or like over swollen or anything like that anymore. I was wearing makeup that day, so I think it could have been covered up by that. But I think this next week I'll be able to interact with humanity a little bit more, which is exciting. I feel like it went as well as it possibly could have gone. So I'm really happy with them. If you guys, again, are curious about the specifics, I will leave my injector's contact information in the description bar below. You guys can check her out. Oh, whoa, I just hooked my hair in my finger when I did that. You guys can check her out if you live in the Seattle area and if you're curious about the process. What the heck is my cat doing? As for the Botox, this is like the wildest thing ever. I'm like staring at my forehead in the viewfinder, and it is just crazy to me because my nurse who injected me did a very conservative amount of Botox. She didn't want to go overboard. I told her not to go overboard. I still wanted to be able to raise my eyebrows and show expressions because that's really important to me. And she listened, which was fantastic. She did not put that many in, but the amount that she did put in completely smoothed out all the lines of my forehead. I can still raise my brows and like be surprised at stuff, which is really good. And it was just the perfect amount, and it is just an odd feeling. I described it to Blake as being like, you know that feeling when you're going to bed and you're reading on your phone or you're reading a book or something and you get past the point of exhaustion and your eyes just get so heavy and you cannot keep them open anymore? That is the feeling that I have, but in my forehead. So it's the craziest thing because I can feel those muscles and they just feel very tired and very heavy. It actually felt more heavy yesterday. I think that sensation has kind of lessened a little bit, which is good because it was a little odd. The area that had the scar is totally smoothed out, which is really crazy because the main issue that I had with that area was not having the scar itself. Like, the scar doesn't bother me. It was the placement of it and where it was with the natural lines that form right above my brow, because it made those lines seem pronounced in a way that wasn't even balanced on this side of my face. And so getting everything a little bit smooth corrected everything, which is crazy. Overall, I am so happy with everything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make a dedicated video about this process and the costs and the process itself and everything, the details. I'll probably do that on my channel. So maybe keep an eye out for that if you're curious about it some more. This is probably gonna be the last time I mention it on this channel. Anyway, that was definitely a longer talk than I expected to have at the end of this vlog, so I think I am going to skedaddle. Definitely leave any feedback that you have about this style of vlog in the comments down below because I'd love to know what you thought, if I should keep doing it this way or if I shouldn't, if you prefer the standard vlogs or not so much. Let me know in the comments down below. And also, I am so excited to share with you the eggnog in the wintertime. That'll be something that I'm really excited to crack into in a couple of months. Blake is so excited about it, so I think it'll be really, really good. So stay tuned for a couple of months when we have that all straightened out as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!